Welcome to the Untitled channel. On this channel, I share with you my knowledge, my experience, and my mistakes so you can avoid them and make some of your own. Alright, so this is the first introductory video in a short series of videos on my channel where I'm going to be talking about technical analysis, also known as TA. What's technical analysis? Are you new to trading? You're new to investing? Maybe it just happened so that you bought some coins on the top of the bull market and now you're stuck, and now hopefully you just didn't give up and sold everything and walked away, but it sparked your interest in learning. That's what I'm always preaching. Bear markets are good for learning, building, creating something. Building is a little bit of a meme, but I hope at least you want to learn. Now, if you just thought that it's always so easy, you buy low, you sell high, there's a little bit more to it. There's a little bit of more of a complexity, and again, if you're new, if you're just starting, it's just you against the market. Maybe scary, but there are some tools which can help you, give you a little bit of an edge on this journey, you against the market. But this video is going to be general. I'm going to be talking about markets, trading, and of course technical analysis. So first of all, you gotta understand that trading, when you trade, you buy, you sell, it is always a competition. And right now we're living in a unique environment where every person with a device and a little bit of money can compete with the giants, with the hedge funds, companies, firms, which they've been doing it for hundreds of years. Before that, it was complicated or even impossible. Most of the people just didn't have access to stock exchange, or crypto exchange just didn't exist back in the day. But it was complicated for average Joe like you and I to trade any sort of assets. It was tedious. You had to find somebody who would represent you. Probably if you want to do it on a scale, you'll have to get a license. Right now there are all sorts of apps, exchanges, brokerage accounts where you can use and trade and invest in anything you want. Now you gotta understand one thing: it is a competition, and you're competing with experienced people out there, the people who've been doing it for decades, maybe hundreds of years, generational investors. They're professionals there. You're alone. But it's not as scary. There is always an edge. There are tools which can help you beat the market. Remember, again, it's critical to understand you are against the market. You have to win if you want to make money. It might seem easy, especially in a bull run where everything is growing up. You come fresh, your neighbor told you that he just made a 10x from yesterday to today buying a meme coin or some meme shares or something like that, AMC or BlackBerry or whatever is the trend right now at the time you're watching this video. And you think it's an easy game. It is not an easy game, and it's very easy to get burned because, again, you're trading against sophisticated investors. When it's trading, the buying and selling happening, there's always a winner and a loser, and just times will tell who was right. Was it the right decision to buy or right decision to sell? Now, one of the main tools which traders, regardless of their size and experience, can use is technical analysis. Now, what is technical analysis? Technical analysis is nothing more than a tool. It's not a crystal ball. It's not a predicting trick, not a magic there. It's just a tool for you to use, which you can master and learn and then use to your advantage. Now you have to measure your expectations, and I see that a lot of people are falling into traps saying the technical analysis doesn't work. There are a lot of memes about it. Like, you probably have seen this dinosaur, right? And when they say draw dinosaurs on the chart and then try to do a prediction. Now this short course will help you and understand how to use technical analysis, how to use the charts, the price action, some other metrics and tools in there in technical analysis to get edge. But before we start there, you have to understand that it is not a crystal ball. You cannot just look at the chart and say exactly where the price is going to be. Otherwise it would be too easy. Now, what does it give you? It gives you an edge. The easy explanation would be to compare trading with gambling. I know it's not exactly the same, right? Because gambling has a little bit of a this like bad sense to it, while trading doesn't have this. And maybe it's fair, but there is some resemblance. And by the way, a lot of people who come from gambling background, from poker players, and these kind of experienced people, they usually do well. Why? Because they know how to manage their emotions, which we're going to be talking on this course a lot about managing emotions, because this is the most important thing in trading. While it doesn't have much to do with technical analysis as such, but this is the second part to successfully be able to trade. Because it's one thing to learn technical analysis, apply it, but then the other part to it is to use it, to respect your lines. But that's a whole different conversation. For now, it's easy to understand that, let's say in gambling, there is always, all chances are counted and accounted for, right? Why the casino is always winning, like they say, house always winning? Because on a roulette wheel, let's say there is 36 numbers and a 0, right? And if you guess a number, let's say you pick some number 15, you put money on it, and if you win it, you get 36 times your bet, right? Because it's 1 to 36, but there is 0, so the actual chances of you losing are 1 to 37. So that's why this little edge, the difference between 36 and 37, gives a house always an edge. On a long run, if they play 100,000, 10,000, 100,000 spins, they always will win, because they actually pay less. The chances are in their favor. So this chance might not seem like a lot. This edge might not seem like a lot. 36, 37, who cares? Exactly. That is a sucker's mistake. You are wrong if you think so. And I also noticed, by the way, that a lot of people seem to underestimate their chances. Like people playing the lottery, they cannot even comprehend the chances of them losing. They all, but what if I win? But the chances of you winning lottery is so small that you shouldn't be wasting money on lottery tickets, right? But don't get me even started on lotteries. Now, today we're talking about the edge. So the gambling house is always winning because it has this tiny little edge. Let's say if you were to flip a coin, right? The coin always gets 50% of chances, right? It cannot, be stuck in the middle of the air, or cannot just set on the edge. It's always one side or the other side of the coin. But let's say if you knew that one side of a coin will be always 50, it has 51% of a chance, right? It's like a special magic coin. In one side is 51%, the other side is 49. How would you bet, right? And you would be surprised, but lots of people would still lose, because that's just how the nature of a human is. The correct approach would be always bet on the side which has 51% chance of flipping, and bet a sizable amount of your capital. Don't put everything, because 51% does not mean or does not guarantee you that the next flip it will be on that side. It might as well be on the other side. And it might be just theoretically that first 49 flips out of 100 will be on the other side, but then the rest 51 will be on your side, which you've been betting. So you have to stretch your deposit, the amount of money you're putting, to make sure that it gets to this moment when it will start flipping on the side you're betting on. I don't know if it makes any sense, but I hope it does. I'm trying to explain it as simple as possible, but the parallel I'm trying to draw is this little edge, the little edge which you can get 51 against 49 or 36 against 37. It can make a whole difference, right? It's all about this little edge which technical analysis can give to you, right? It does not guarantee you the next flip of the coin. It does not guarantee you the next spin of the roulette wheel. But if you play it right, if you have money management, if you have emotional management, and you drew the lines properly, you learned your technical analysis, and you know that where the probabilities are, then you will win on a longer time horizon. Now, emotional management and money management will probably leave for the conclusion, for the last video of this short cycle, but we will be focusing on the technical analysis itself first, because that is what you can learn easily, relatively easily. That is the simplest part of this trilemma, let's say. Well, maybe money management is also not so difficult, but emotional is the most difficult part, which is just between you and you, basically. My job here, as I see it, to show you how to read the chart first, what's it all about, what does these lines mean, what's the green, what's the yellow, what's this little weeks, what's that, right? That's what we're gonna be learning on this course. And then once you master it, once you learn how to draw the lines, how to read the chart, then you can go ahead and start practicing, and that will be again on you. But my job here is to explain the basics, the fundamentals, right? So few words before we finish this video and go to the actual first lesson, as I would call it, is why does technical analysis work? Well, first of all, briefly, technical analysis is the ability to analyze the chart, which represents the price movement. When the price moves, you can always draw a chart, right? When it goes from 1 to 100, from 100 to 50, from 50 to 200, you can draw a line or some sort of chart. And then you can work with this data. That is basically, in a nutshell, what technical analysis is. Why does it work? How is it possible? Well, it works because it's a crowd psychology, because a lot of eyes watching one chart, a lot of bots, a lot of analytical mechanisms are working on this chart, and that's why it's working. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy of sorts. But during this course, I will show you multiple times how it does work. The beauty of it also that it works on any chart. It's not like you have to learn one technical analysis for gold, the other technical analysis for stocks, the third version of technical analysis for crypto. No. That is a unique feature, and it's super cool that you don't even need to know what sort of chart you're looking at. You can draw on it and you can get hopefully the little edge which we were talking about. So the probabilities you will be turned into your favor if you master technical analysis. And remember, trading is all a game of probabilities. There are no certainties here. There are probabilities. All right, so why does it work? Because everyone's looking at the chart. How to use it? Again, you can learn how to draw lines, some important levels, how to use them in your favor in order for you to get a little bit of an edge. And this little bit of an edge on a longer time will hopefully help you grow your deposit, your amount of money you're trading with. Now, myths and how to use actual technical analysis. It is very important to understand that all these dinosaurs memes coming out from the people who do not know what technical analysis is and why and how it should be used. All right, because there are lots of articles or lots of analytics who are looking at the charts, they're drawing the lines, and they're saying that most likely the price will go up, and then the price goes down, and then everyone's like, oh, what was this analytics saying? Well, it's happening. It's possible that your technical analysis, even the correct drawn technical analysis, might not work into your favor. Remember, the coin, it's not always 51%. That is the part of the game. That's the part of the game. But also, you guys remember that all these analysts and the guys who are writing the articles, they aren't traders. And also the guys who are making fun of them are probably not traders. They just came out here just for fun, just to troll. Don't take them into consideration. Just learn, get your edge, and use it for your benefit. And then say thanks to me if you like this kind of content, if it made you some money. Of course, that's what we're all about investing, about growing your portfolio, and maybe even potentially making trading your main job or your hobby. But it's a long way. As I was told by my teacher, that you need to show at least 4 consecutive months of profit before you can call yourself a trader and think about starting a trading career as your main job, as your main source of income. But that's a long way from this first introductory video, but I hope that it will help someone maybe pursue the career of their dream. Okay, thank you very much. See you on the first lesson, where I'll be talking more about the charts, and I'll show you the tools which I use and explain how you can use them for your benefit. Don't take more risk than you can afford. Thank you.